how sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. Happy to have you guys here and gals here with me tonight. It was tough. It was tough hitting go live because I was at the good part. I was just at a good part. This is your weekly Thursday night, a nerdy talk show where we sit back and relax. But on Tuesday, we sit back and relax. And hopefully by now you've poured yourself a a little bit of,
more specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Whew, that's a strong one because we went to the top. The bottle was empty. Of course, if you have a YouTube channel, blog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put in the chat, support one another, plug yo shit. Like I said, we're going live on this special Tuesday night because Thursday is Thanksgiving and tomorrow is Stranger Things season 5. So we were currently watching the last episode of season 4. It just got to the good part, but I was like, I have to go live. I have to see you guys. For the weekend. So we'll of course talk about that. We'll talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Of course, we got to talk about the HasLab, Super 7 news, all that fun stuff. So like I said, if there's something you guys want to talk about, of course, let me know down below in the comments, on the replay, all that fun stuff. But without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend. It is me. I am the problem. It is me. Happy to have you guys and gals here tonight. Just hitting a couple final buttons on here as we do our usual sequence of turning things on, which is rather annoying. But that's where we're at in the game. Like I said, happy you guys are stopping by. Especially on the on a different day and time. Although I did see a couple other people are also going live today because probably same reasons. Traveling tomorrow for Wednesday, away on Thursday, just having dinner on Thursday, you know. So I gotta say, if you're somebody who doesn't normally stream and you have time on Thursday, you won't have a lot of obstacles out there. So you might as well go live and see who shows up because people might be out there looking for something to do on a Thursday night, even if it's like after their family obligations. So there's that. But let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Then we'll do the shameless plugs. Of course, Tony in the house. Good to see ya. Ultra Carta in the house. Good to see ya. Got Jamie in the house. Good to see ya. I'm in the distance. Your fear is taken over. I didn't get an answer last time. Do you type that out every time or do you have it saved? Because if you typed it out, you're a real one. You're a real one. Hey, Archer, I hope you're having an awesome day. I am. And hopefully you are as well, too. I know you guys don't have Thanksgiving up there, but I'll say it anyway. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. And of course, if you have time to hang out with family this week, I hope you can do that. Ultra getting those lyrics out. Love that. How's everybody doing? There you go. He's saying hi to each other. Tony said, I got my first of my HasLab Ecto 1s. Love it. I'm jealous. Actually, I don't know if Yeah, Anthony hasn't updated us if he received his. I thought he was also getting his today. I could be wrong. But yeah, I thought he was getting his today. So Anthony, if you're watching this, let me know. If not, I will send you a text to find out. Actually, I think he responded. He said, got yours. Oh, you didn't get one. You didn't get it yet. Darn.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
Terrible. El Terrible. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. Tony said, make sure to check out the Generation X-Wing podcast as well with the North Ontario Ghostbusters. Of course. Of course. Our Thanksgiving was like 4 weeks ago. So there you go. Happy belated Thanksgiving. There you go. Yours still says pending shipment. Damn. All right. No respect. No respect. But let's get the shameless plugs out the way. Of course, if you want to hit us up, you can find links to everything over at nerdaffiliated.com, whether it's links to the live streams, links to the latest videos, links to join the Nerd Foundation, links to our social media pages. You can find all of that over at nerdaffiliated.com. Like I said, you can also get some sweet, sweet merch. Unfortunately, if you order now, you will not get the Stranger Things inspired Stranger Nerds collection in time for this premiere, but you still have the December premiere, and then I believe January. So you still have time to get it for those, or just for your loved ones this holiday season. But of course, we're over on Instagram, Nerd Affiliated. We also have the Real Nerdbusters on Instagram. So if you're into the Ghostbuster side of things, look us up under the Real Nerdbusters. And for both Nerd Affiliated and the Real Nerdbusters, you can find us over on Facebook as well on their respective pages. So there's that. Fun times. But we will lead off with this story. One of two sad stories. But yet, neither one is very surprising. And you know what? I will say, I am not happy to say that neither one is surprising. I wish that was not the case. But it is the case. That's just where we are. That's just where we are. So the first one here, I talked about it today on the Daily Planet. And some of you may know if you've already been following, but Super 7 has announced, I realize you guys can't see the bottom of the screen. I am sorry. I don't know how I can fix that. I can't. Well, it says their physical stores is, actually it's cut off. I messed up the graphic. I didn't even catch that. I wrote their physical and then it's cut off. That's weird. I swore I had physical stores on there. It's pretty much amateur hour around this place. Now I'm looking on Facebook or see on my phone. I mean, to see if it looks different. No, it's cut off. Dumb, stupid me. Hit the button.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
I can't believe it did that. Well, both their physical stores. It's what it meant to say here, and I messed it up. I will reiterate some of the things I said this morning, and I thought about it some more, of course. Talked to some of you about it, but I should have actually brought up some Super 7 figures to show off. So I messed that one up. But I said but a lot so far. Sorry about that. I have mixed feelings about this because I come to you guys from multiple angles around Super 7 as a whole. Right. So first of all, it sucks that they have to close because with store closings comes potentially layoffs, right? I don't know for a fact people are getting laid off. I feel like I'm looking at a bug on my camera. There's a bug on my camera. He's walking across the camera. I'm gonna leave it alone so it's not flying around. I can't tell what that is. Anyway, there with every store closure, there are layoffs. There are people who lose their way of earning money, and especially in this economy, that's not something you generally want to see. You don't want to see it anyway, but especially in this economy. I also have talked to people who've worked there over the years, and all seem to really enjoy working for Super 7. So, I do feel bad for them in that aspect. Now, me taking off the being all warm and fuzzy hat, it was inevitable. At this point in a post-2020 world, it was inevitable that this was going to happen. We talked about it numerous times. I feel like brick and mortar, for the most part, is not the play in the current day and age. You have to really have a super strong online presence to make it if you're selling physical product. Unfortunately, them's the breaks. Now, Super 7, obviously, you can pick up a lot of their stuff online. But I think if they, as time went on, right, and I guess to go back a couple steps, we talked about how they were originally kind of like the boutique action figure. Like you were paying more for their figures because they had a certain like uniqueness to them. Not that they were like the best action figures ever, but they were characters you don't normally see. A lot of cool accessories, great packaging. So it was a whole like experience to Super 7. But as the years went on, they kind of started to lose that luster. And somebody pointed out in a comment section how one of the things that probably hurt them was reprints. And it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of scenario, where if you make a figure and you don't make enough and it sells out super fast, you're kind of screwed, because it's like, oh man, I really missed out on that one, didn't plan it properly, and now I'm losing out on money. But there's also the reseller side of things. So as a collector, you want a reprint of something to come out, because then you get a chance to purchase again at retail price and not at full price. So, it's always a Monday morning quarterback scenario when it comes to that. But then Super 7, they started ending up at, on all the websites, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Then they started showing up in stores at Target. And now these like boutique expensive figures no longer were like special, because you can get them anywhere. They were easy to find. So I thought maybe as time went on, they would have more like store exclusive things. You have to go in person to get them. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. But either way, I didn't know about it. Nobody ever said, oh, I need to go to Super 7 to get this specific thing, this specific, crossover, or, whatever it may be. So the store to me was kind of useless, because everything that you sold at the store, I could probably get it online. And as things even started to go on clearance, which was crazy, it was like, why would I even buy it full price out the gate? Like, that's a game Hasbro could play. They're a much larger company. But, things going on clearance, if you're a small company already, people start to, look at you different. The one thing that I saw go on clearance that I was like, oh, okay, there's a problem here, was the Thunder Tank. They announced the obviously Super 7 Thunder Tank, and that thing, when it came out, was what, $550, maybe $600, something like that. And it looked pretty dope. When they announced Cat's Lair, I thought that would not back. I didn't think that would ever make it. It did. But the Thunder Tank, once Cat's Lair was announced, people were like, damn, I missed out on Thunder Tank. I didn't get it. It would go great with Cat's Lair. Like, I effed up, etc. In which case, flippers were like, wonderful. I could resell the Thunder Tank. All of a sudden, Thunder Tank ends up on like Big Bad Toy Store on sale, or ended up on Sideshow on sale. Actually, let's look it up now. Thunder Tank. Look at that. 20% off. 20% off. So at that point, I was like, all right. I was like, these aren't like that crazy anymore. Like essentially a crowd fund got restocked and went on clearance. Like, to me, that's crazy. To me, that's crazy. So, you know, it wasn't any kind of like you got to wait or you got to go to the store or do whatever. So I think all of us were on the same page. If it's Super 7, wait for clearance, or it's not that big a deal, especially at the full prices. So, I mean, at that point, it's like, what's the point of a store? Like, if you're not offering some sort of incentive of like a discount, an exclusive, whatever, you're just burning money. You're paying for staff, you're paying for rent, you're paying for lights, you're paying to inventory it. Like, it's just, what's the point? What's the point? And while San Francisco and San Diego are cool cities and whatnot, people aren't like rushing in there like you would expect. So, RIP to the brick and mortar locations of Super 7. It was a great run. Great run.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
I got it. I don't even know what that was, but it's no longer with us. I think. Let's catch up on the comments here. Could have been worse. At least he posted something. That's true. I'm going to try to jump on, but how crazy that Snyder might get the universe back. We can talk about that. Glad I got the memo. Dada Films in the house. Good to see you. You dig the Christmas tree? Thank you. It's a work in progress back there. It is a work in progress back there. I heard about that. It's crazy. It's a little crazy. I just wish that WB got their shit together and the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, sadly. As far as Snyderverse stuff, yeah. What's crazy is how they did an order of a shit ton of tanks and then they only put half the stock up. Yeah. I guess that's what happened. I would assume that's what happened. But then what was even crazier was they ended up having this like cheaper version, I guess, but it came with a Panthero, a pinless Panthero. And this one sold out. This one sold out. So we're going to do a quick YouTube search. Are there any reviews on this? And by the way, if you can, share this video because it's we're not on our regular day, so people may not know. I just see announcements. I don't see any reviews. Is this it? Who's this Jesse guy?
Storage until I have some place to open it up and actually go through it. It came in 2 massive boxes that I still have to break up. I can't even. It's
I didn't even
in my
open it.
bedroom.
Ah, Jesse. Come on. 2 years ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, nobody's talking about this thing. So there's a problem. There is a problem. But, you know, we talked about the vehicle overload that we're having at the moment. So I don't know. I wanted the Thunder Tank at one point because at one point I was going heavy on Thundercats. And then I kind of just fell out of it and was like, I'm good. I'm good. But let's look up this Snyderverse story that Anthony is talking about over here. See if there's any excitement for it, which I don't think there is. Just trying to do one thing here. Who will have it? Let's see if IGN has it. We're getting Rush Hour 4 apparently. I don't see them talking about it. So the Snyderverse thing, it might just be one of those like fake stories. Let me see if I can find the article again that was shared earlier today. I mean, I feel like the only possibility, you know, if I was to guess, I didn't read the article, by the way, so I'm just spitballing here. I feel like the only way this happens, right? This is over at cosmicbook.news. I never heard of them. And this photo looks photoshopped AF. What I will say is my only scenario where Snyderverse comes back is a Saudi company. I believe a Saudi company is already trying to buy Warner Brothers. I mean, they're trying to buy everything at this point. But if a Saudi company buys Warner Brothers, which is actively trying to be purchased, then if the person who buys it loves the Snyderverse, they could force it back. That's the only route available. So let's see what this article says here. Our insiders has filled us in on a larger plan behind the Saudi bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. Explains why Zack Snyder has been posting nonstop and why Christopher Nolan continues to publicly praise Snyder's influence on the blockbuster filmmaking. According to what we're told, Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund isn't just buying WB for content. They want to rival Marvel and build an event franchise on the scale of Avengers Doomsday, something James Gunn's DC cannot deliver while the studio waits to be sold. This lines up with what we've been reporting. Gunn's future at DC Studios becomes uncertain the moment WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery, is sold. And he can't greenlight a massive crossover event because leadership knows ownership is about to change. That's why his slate is small and insulated around a Superman family saga. Gunn just announced Jimmy Olsen's series, and Andy Muschietti said he isn't allowed to talk about the DCU Batman. Is he posting about this? Let me switch out here. Zack Snyder. It says he has a Twitter and a MySpace. He hasn't posted since 2021. Posted in May. Posted 2020. Okay, so Yahoo posted Yahoo Entertainment. Let's go over there. This was today, actually. They're reiterating the same thing. Where did he post this? Follow. All right. So, like, here's the thing. In 2025, what else is he going to post about? Like, here he is doing some reps. You know, like what else is James Gunn? What else is Zack Snyder like gonna talk about? Like he posts a picture and then people just flood his comments talking about Snyderverse stuff. You know, here he is, Billie Eilish and Snyderverse stuff. You know, like I'm not gonna discuss who I was talking to and what about what, but you know, right now I told you guys before how we got monetized on Facebook. We got Meta monetized. So that means that you do get ad revenue on posts that you're making, just like you do on YouTube. It's not the same equivalent. You could make more on either platform depending on the day, depending on the post. Like him posting this picture, he got 120,000 likes on it. And the like count is usually not very reflective of your view count. You know, like right now we're looking at this picture. I didn't like it. So on the screen, it's not going to reflect that I did anything with this photo. But meanwhile, I watched this photo. And if this was in my feed and I'm seeing an ad before it or after it, he's getting ad rev. So if he's monetized, which he probably is, considering his subscriber count and all that stuff, like why not just post this picture and whatever, maybe get $100? You know, like why not post this gym picture and get like $100? You know what I mean? So while this is very reflective of what happened in the release the Snyder Cut era when we were clamoring for it, I feel like it's done. I feel like it's done. 180,000. You know, he gets flooded with comments. It keeps him relevant. And I'm not saying that in the sense that he's like broke or anything. Like that's not what I'm saying. But like, if he doesn't have anything going on, and let's say he has people that help him with stuff, like, yeah, why don't we just do some posts? Not very descriptive posts. Get some ad revenue off these posts. Like, and it keeps us relevant. Maybe we're able to sell the license so that way another action figure could be made or another cut can come out and it will sell that and get like money off the DVD sales. Like there's so many different things you can do by just staying relevant. And he can just keep posting this old stuff. Look at that. All of those within the last week. Within the last week. $60,000 likes. You know what I mean? Does that, like, I hope that makes sense. I'm not saying that it's impossible, right? Nothing's impossible. We got the Snyder Cut of BVS. We got the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Nothing's impossible. But I don't, in this scenario, I don't see the vision outside of if WB does get sold to some sort of private company. Everybody's trying to sell their stuff to Saudi Arabia, like TKO, which owns WWE and UFC. That Saudi government owns part of that now. They're trying to buy studios. They're trying to buy video game studios. Like, yeah, if they bought it and were like, hey, we need you to do this thing because that's what we want, they're going to have to do it. Agreed. But in this scenario, I'm not seeing the vision on how it can happen outside of that scenario. Like, to me, James Gunn has no incentive to bring any of that stuff back. And as time goes on, they're only getting older. You know, Ben Affleck's only getting older. Henry Cavill's getting older. It'll be an easy money grab to release that stuff. Even if they come back for cameos. Sure. But I don't think we're going to get we're not going to get movies to do like another cinematic universe or to bring back the cinematic universe. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Let me go back here. Get yours up the tree. Yep. What's crazy is how they did order. Oh, the Thunder Tanks. Yep. Don't worry about the spelling. You're good. That's not good. No bueno. The Saudis owning a studio is very flat. They're going to own a lot. I'm telling you. They're going to own a lot. Because people at this, we're at a stage where, because of the internet, hashtag great album, like we understand the game. Now whatever game you want to learn about and know about, you can find it online via article or video or whatever. It is what it is. The goal for most companies is always to get big enough that you get bought out. That's always the goal. Whenever a company does like an IPO, initial public offering, when they want to go on the stock market, they're raising funds so that way they can go public. So somebody comes in or people come in and buy the shares, and eventually they sell the company and then they ride off into the sunset with a boatload of money. The best nerd example of that would be Star Wars. Like George Lucas at a certain point was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just going to sell it. And he did. So I think now we're at a stage where just, more and more companies are doing it. It's more public of that being a thing. And like the UFC selling, like Vince McMahon selling WWF, aka WWE, like imagine somebody saying that 20 years ago, you'd be like, what are you, dumb? Like, why would Vince McMahon ever sell this? He's the number one company. Like they are it. But that's what everybody wants. All of these people want that. They just want to make the companies big enough so they can sell it, make their money, and go about their day. And WB has been trying to sell itself openly for the last 2 years. They're not even trying to hide it. And unfortunately, very few people are trying to acquire a movie studio because it's not very profitable in this day and age. Here comes Saudi Arabia with a bag of cash. Like, hey, we'll take it. They're taking everything else. So somebody's just like, F it, I'm tired of fighting to sell this thing here. And there you go. Done deal. So that's a very strong possibility. That's what happens. And there's your avenue for the Snyderverse coming back in some capacity. We'll see. It's true. And if more people talk about it, the more you can go back to the owners to get it back. Yeah, exactly. Leonard in the house. Good to see you. Vam Gothic in the house. Good to see you. I believe it's your first time. No, you're a channel member. Wait, did you change your name? Are you somebody else and I'm just forgetting now? Because I continually do that where if somebody updates their name and I just don't remember, it F's me up. Are you a member or are you just a subscriber? What is that thing again? Oh, I think that logo is just your subscriber. Pretty sure. Yeah. Well, cool. We meet. Nice. I agree. Archer said no one wants to keep a company and grow them anymore. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's damn true. It's just, we met before. All right, cool. Nice. That's just nature of the beast. It's just the nature of the beast. I don't like that that's a thing. And, obviously the most blatant example of that is Star Wars, but it's just, just is. It just is. But actually, why don't we stay on Star Wars for a second and talk about some other news that came out this week that I was like, okay. Did IGN cover it? I don't think so. But I think General Kenobi must have posted about it. Gonna assume he did. Oh, by the way, for Vamp, there you go. And for Leonard, there you go. And of course, Rogue demon in the house called the Seer. I forgot to hit the button. All right, so the other bit of Star Wars news that came out this week was via Hollywood Reporter. Kenobi posted about this, where he said, Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is effectively dead. A part of my brain will always be in Star Wars. Obviously, everybody's excited about it. I didn't think this was like a surprise to anybody that we weren't getting more of Rian Johnson. Personally, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame. Do not confuse that for me saying I liked The Last Jedi and wanted more of that. That is not what I'm saying at all. At all. Hated that movie. Still hate that movie. Will never stop hating that movie. However, everything else that Rian Johnson's put out has not been bad. It has not been bad. The Knives Out series, it's not bad. Are they the greatest piece of work ever? No. But at least you watch the movies and you're entertained and you're kind of like, all right, what's going to be the big reveal? How are they going to pull it off? Blah, blah, blah. And I told you guys time and time again, unfortunately, it got canceled. So he's trying to, shop it around. But the Poker Face series was really good. Really good. Crazy cast. I don't know how he got any of these people to sign up for it. But every season, it was like A-list celebrity, like banger episode after banger episode. So I feel like because of everything else he's done since Last Jedi, I feel like I'm willing to give him another chance at Star Wars, but let's see what he would want to do. You do not get a chance to jump into Skywalker Saga or tell any kind of like, okay, your story now is going to fit into this thing. It's got to be like actually speaking of what Ultra said there, Skeleton Crew, it's got to be something like that where it's like its own side story. There's a mystery or whatever. See what you can do. That's what that needs to be. But he can't be doing any more of this Luke Skywalker shit. You're out of here. You're out of here. That's another one. Freaking 2 years ago, if you told me I would become a Rian Johnson fan, I would have slapped you in the face. Slapped you in the face. But similar to a meme I made about Ghostbusters about a year ago, there's not a lot of Star Wars news to talk about. So everybody's kind of talking about the same stuff. Any little bit of news that comes out, you got to cover it. That's just your job. You got to cover it. So this is not a knock on any of my friends. It's not a knock on Kenobi or anything like that. But what I will knock are the Star Wars creators that are just like going in on this thing. Like, all right, state your point. We're all on the same page here. We all hate Last Jedi, and move on. But a lot of these channels can't do that. They got to make video after 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 video about Disney Star Wars, and it's like, all right, yeah, we get it, dude. You hate it. I get it. Last Jedi was your favorite. Yeah. I enjoy Knives Out, but he had a shot with Last Jedi and stabbed the fandom in the chest. For sure. He made that comment about, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was along the lines of like it being a troll job type of scenario. And I feel like that was a hard one to like let go. That he was going for shock value with this movie. Like, that's not what we needed. Correction. We want a shock value, but not like that. Not edgelord shit. And that's what he gave us. That was his choice. But again, when I see everything else he's put out, I'm like, was it him or was it Kathy? Was it Kathy or was it Bob Iger or whoever else, was walking around that point? Like so many YouTubers and social media influencers, including myself, we all were under the assumption Kathleen Kennedy is Satan incarnate. Ryan Johnson's helping her. J.J. Abrams is helping her. And they're not trying to help us. But as time goes on, J.J. aside, because all he does is plagiarize. But as time goes on, you kind of start to realize, like why are these things so bad? These other things aren't that terrible. And they're made by the same person. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So it's like, who's really at fault here? The same studios that got us Mando Season 1, Mando Season 2, Rogue One, some really good episodes of Bad Batch, final season of Clone Wars. That same group of people put out Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Solo's getting love now, so I can't even group that anymore. People are turning around on Solo. So it really makes you wonder, It really makes you wonder. And I mean, don't get me wrong. The day Kathleen Kennedy leaves, I will pop bottles with the best of them. 1,000%. Because she has a scarlet letter on her for the various things we got. But I'm kind of willing to bet that the day she leaves, as we continue getting more Disney Star Wars things, it's not going to be that different. Because I don't think it was her fault this whole time. There's been too many offshoots of things that I'm like, that's weird. Like, look at the Marvel movies. Hell, you know what? Let's go to James Gunn. Look at James Gunn. So far, everything he's put out in regards to Warner Brothers and DC, they've all pretty much been aligned as far as like quality, vibe. Are they decent? Are they passing? There's not really been any fails. And James Gunn in his career hasn't really gotten that many Fs. Like, you can generally watch something and you're like, I feel like that's James Gunn. I feel like he's involved in this. Actually, same thing with Zack Snyder. Like, visually, you could look at something and be like, oh, that's Zack Snyder. Like, no doubt. No doubt. Going to Marvel, I feel like Marvel, like, plateaued. But then everything else that comes out that's very forgettable is pretty much, like, on brand. Like, nothing is... If anything, you're more surprised when there's, like, a home run Marvel hit than you are that it was just a passable movie. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a CGI explosions, whatever. Like, it's all very, very much on brand. But with Star Wars in particular, there's always these one-off things that are like so good that you're like, that seems to, like, you guys are involved in this too? Like, how? Like, that's way different. Way different. Did I didn't make one. I should have. We're going to pull up an Excel sheet. So, like I said, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. I don't have one of these for Star Wars. I should make one. I really should make one. But, you know, like looking at Marvel, right? Endgame was so far the plateau. Everything kind of like landed there. That was the best. That was the best of them. And then we kind of like there's Infinity War. We kind of like slid down into a dark hole. A dark hole of mediocrity. Like, all this stuff is like meh. But it's all, when you watch it, you're like, okay, yeah, this is Marvel. Nothing surprises you. Unless there's a one-off that's like kind of good, but even then, do you rewatch it? I don't know. So, like, scrolling down this list, Like Far From Home is really Sony. They're involved there. But everything else here, I'm just like, WandaVision was good, but it was Marvel. Like you look at it, there's nothing. Oh my god, like scrolling down, nothing. It's all pretty much the same. Deadpool, Wolverine. That wasn't really them. They really took a shot on that one. It's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was good. Of course, I love Daredevil, but I'm a Daredevil stan, so I can't even I gotta update this. There's been news since then, but it's all like it pretty much is. But on the Star Wars side, there's always these one-offs that are like, wow, why aren't you doing more of this? I don't know. Let me know if that makes sense. Hey, super chat from Van Gothic. Thank you so much. Why didn't my sound effect go off? I'm gonna hit this for you.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Did I Oh, I turned it off. Why was it off? Can I trigger this? I wanna hit you with the sound effect. I'm not gonna let this drop. Hang on. Here we go. I'm gonna find it. Let's see. Log in. I'm mad. You didn't get your sound effect. I feel like somebody donated the other day too, and they didn't get their sound effect. Did I mess something up? Yeah, the bot's there. Let's go to stream. Oh, stream tools is where I want to go to. Overlays. Super chat. Yeah, it's still here, isn't it? Emulate super chat.
Perfect.
All right, so that one worked. Why didn't you get your thing? Man. I'm sorry. I wonder if I can somehow trigger it. If I can trigger it. I will. I'm sorry. You didn't get your thing. But I hope that you can accept my. There you go. We'll pretend that was for you.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
There you go. It makes you wonder. It does. It truly does. Like what would happen if Kathleen Kennedy leaves, does like a tell-all book, and is just like, hey, I turns out I didn't want that movie or this movie or that movie or this show. I wanted to do this and that, and they said no. People are gonna be like, what? Huh? That's crazy. That's crazy. Giving you a wrench. There you go. So now everybody should have their wrenches. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Ready for War Games? I have not watched a WWE pay-per-view Did I watch SummerSlam? I think I skipped SummerSlam. I think WrestleMania was the last one I watched. What was the event where CM Punk won and then he dropped it to Rollins? Was that WrestleMania? I think it was the last one I watched. Here's the thing. I am always ready to jump back into wrestling. I am always ready. Always ready. You know? But one, it's time. It's finding time to watch it. And two, I feel like wrestling's in a weird spot right now. I still don't know who the guy is. And I feel like they also don't know who the guy is. Like CM Punk's there, but then like Cody's still there, but like Seth is still there. Brock is now back. Like, oh, so SummerSlam. All right, so SummerSlam was the last one I watched. Not its entirety, just the main event. Like LA Knight, I feel like was supposed to be the guy, and then they kind of bumped him. I don't know. There's. I feel like they don't know who the guy is, and I feel like the only answer and the only solution is Dominic Mysterio, and they just won't do it. Dom's my guy. If Dom was to win, like, because now they have like 2 heavyweight titles, right? Like they had like the heavyweight, like Universe or something. Even that got confusing as a casual. But if they gave Dom whatever the major belt is right now, I'd watch it. I'd be all in. I feel like Dom's the best thing in wrestling. I feel like Dominic Mysterio has been the best thing in wrestling in a long time. Because Dom had no business being as big as he is right now. Remember when Dom came in? He was like cheesy. He was like a loser good guy. Dominic Mysterio was like Cyclops. Like he was just goody two shoes. Nobody gave a shit. And then the Dirty Dom gimmick, it was like, really? You're trying to pull this thing off? And then they freaking did it. He did it. Same storyline. The same overall gimmick and storyline for Dominic Mysterio has been running for the better part of 6 years, maybe 5 years. And it's still not annoying. It's still not old. Give me more Dominic Mysterio. They don't know who to make the main guy anymore. They're all over the place. Yeah. And then Brock Lesnar comes back. Cena gets a run. And then The Rock, they brought him back for no reason at one point. Why? So I really hope they put their foot down and start being like, all right, you're the guy. Move on. I do hope they end up going that route. But we'll see. We shall see. All right, so for the final story of tonight, I didn't talk about Stranger Things at all. Just crazy. I feel bad labeling this as Stranger Things pregame. But you know what it is? I feel like a lot of you in my circle, like myself, also were not hardcore about Stranger Things in real time. Or if you were, we just didn't talk about it, or you forgot about it, or you watched season 1, fell off. Maybe season 2 fell off. So I'm always weary of talking about spoilerish things of Stranger Things because I always feel like it's still relevant enough for me not to want to spoil things for you, even though they're probably 5-6 years old. Yeah, I still don't want to do that to anybody. So I think that's why I hesitate to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it when it's done. But man, it is such a good show. It's going down as one of the best shows on TV. JB in the house. Good to see you. Well, Cena won the Intercontinental title. All right. I knew he won a belt. I didn't know which one it was. JB said he's still a loser and been old to me. JB is just a Dom hater. Just a Dom hater. Brock needs to go. Yep. CM Punk needs to go. I think Seth would have an issue with you saying that, but at least he got the belt. At least he got a belt. Season 1 was like 5 years ago. Really? There's so many gaps in there. I always like kind of forget. Stranger Things is cool. It's just very young adult. I mean, it is. Stranger Things is like, the plot to Stranger Things is, or not plot, like the gimmick is all these accidental things happen at one time by coincidence, and that's how we make it out of this. Like, I mean, you know, classic 80s, right? The whole show is just one giant Easter egg. It's, you know, it's kind of annoying to my wife, I'm sure. It's annoying to me to even say it. I can't fight myself. But whenever I catch the references to various 80s and 90s properties, I'm like, oh, that's this thing. Oh, that's that thing. Oh, that's this thing. Oh, that's like, it just do it. Yeah, Brock busted his ass last night. That was pretty funny. I like the episode I'm on now, or we're on, Hopper gets a flamethrower and he's in the snow, and I'm like, oh, the thing, you know, like call back to that. A lot of this season season 4 has been a callback to Aliens. Yeah, so there's a lot of funness to that, even though it's young adult, to your point, which is true. It still very much caters to our demographic because there's so many things in there that are just paying homage to the stuff that we liked when we were young adults and kids. So right now we are on the last episode of season 4, halfway in. The thing is happening right now that sucks. If you know, you know. Even though it's epic, it's AF. But I'm excited for the finale. Maybe now, well, it didn't go out. Sorry. If Will didn't go out that night, the series would have happened. That's pretty funny. That's true. No doubt. It's a good show. It's a nod to our childhood. I love it. Yeah. I think Stranger Things has a pull similar to what Toys does for our nostalgia bug. Yeah. Yeah. But there's still, the interesting thing is that there's still a good story there. Like, even though every episode is just nostalgia bait, there's still a good story. And it's somehow even like where they are now in the show. So this isn't a spoiler per se. Like, I won't spoil like the person's origin, you know, again, just in case. But season 4 introduces the concept that there was like this big bad that's been doing all this stuff in the background, and that this big bad was there this whole time. But in actuality, that wasn't the case. They were told you got to put in like some sort of, you know, humanoid bad guy for some reason to make the show go. And they admitted, and they continually openly say, like, when we were writing the show and when we released season 1, 2, and 3, this bad guy was not in the thought process. So they also don't want to do, it's funny, the soundbite I saw, or the clip I saw the other day, they mentioned how they don't want to pull a George Lucas where they're going to go back and like edit in this bad guy into older episodes. So that way you have like the original cut and then like the director's cut that shows the bad guy was there. So I'm like, even in the production of the show, it's very much an Easter egg to like Jabba showing up in the director's cut or the extended cut or whatever of Star Wars. But it's similar to, but like almost reverse of Dragon Ball Z. I talked about it before, where, you know, Frieza was gone. They bring in the androids. They're writing the show, and people are like, "Oh, the big bad for Dragon Ball Z can't be like a human character. Frieza was so dope. Give us another Frieza." And then they had to pivot from the androids being the bad guys to then Cell comes out, and Cell's like an afterthought. And then Cell comes in, and then that's the big bad of, you know, what was going to be the ending of Dragon Ball Z, and then they end up continuing it. So, yeah. Great TV theme intro. So good. Yeah. I agree. The stories are pretty good. Better than what's been in theaters and other platforms. DCU. Yeah. I watched the Conjuring series. I just finished today the mainline movies. I didn't watch all the side quest movies, but I finished the mainline Conjuring stories. Good. So great. To JB's point, better than most of the stuff that we get now. We watched Frankenstein this weekend. I loved that movie. That movie was so good. In actuality, like, is it like the greatest thing since sliced bread? Not necessarily, but it's just so much better than some of the crap we're getting now that it's just like, I appreciate the chances it took, the effort they put into it, the real sets, the real locations that they were at versus just everything in CGI. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a ton of CGI in the movie, but like some of it's still on real sets. And that alone gets me bonus points these days. For sure. Dave's Dimension in the house. Good to see you. Wait, now I'm confused. Why doesn't Dave have the sun icon next to his name? That's so weird. But like everybody else does. But JB doesn't have it either. Because I don't think that's a channel member thing, is it? Now I'm like scrolling up to see like... Wait, is the yellow icon on Ecamm for channel members? And I'm just forgetting? Does that mean that Vamp, are you a channel member and I'm also forgetting that? I'm so lost on what these icons mean. I'm so lost on what these icons mean. Ah, well, whatever. I have up the YouTube. Oh, yeah, you are a channel member. Oh, okay. So Vamp, you are a channel member. I'm sorry. I don't have you on my list. So now I'll add you on my list. I failed you. I failed you twice in one stream. That's insane. Oh, because you changed your name. Because you were Carnage. And then you changed it to Vamp Gothic. That's what it was. That's what it was. You confused me. I thought I was tripping. I'm still gonna give you that. I was like, why is my brain not registering right now? But now I can see it on my YouTube Studio that you updated your profile picture. Like now that's come through. But it still has the other channel name channel name that you had before. Okay. I'm good now. It's okay. You might know me on Instagram as Leonard. Oh, okay. All right. There you go. There you go. I got you. Now I'm following. I was confused. Dave said, I don't have a sun icon because I am the darkness. I'm the night. I am the dimension. Bro, did you guys see what Dave printed the other day? Let's pull that up and then we'll talk about what I want to talk about. Dave's Dimension. Check this out. Dave made some billy clubs. That's wild. That's wild. Dave, if you're in the chat, I need details. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. For the remainder of the stream, we are opening to all who would like to join. And if Dave is available, join and tell us how you made it. Because I feel like... Did I go through? I think it went through. It went through. I feel like that's... Did you print like one print and then it just changed out the spools from red to silver? But then I guess the follow-up to that, was it like you printed the two billy clubs at one time on the same print and then it was just like a one-time thing? I need to know. I also for a second thought those were the HasLabs back there. I thought those... They made a Ecto 1A in that scale, the 1/18 scale. I didn't know that. I got a lot of questions for Dave right now. And when I have questions for Dave and I put up the bat signal, Dave answers. I was getting his camera ready. But Dave is here. Dave has arrived. I guess I ruined the surprise by saying that Dave arrived. But he's getting his camera ready. I can see it. I can see it. He's watching. He's listening. He's now visible. So.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Bringing in the man, the myth, the legend, Dave's Dimension. In the house.
Can you guys hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Was that Verizon? Can you hear me now? Or was that T-Mobile?
Yeah, I think that was Verizon. Yeah, the nerdy guy with the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerdy guy with glasses.
Dave's Dimension in the house.
Yeah, so those are actually made from a free file on Maker World, and you can find other ones all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not like one club was not one solid piece. They are multiple pieces.
But did you print it on like, I guess the way to say it, was it one print on like the single bed? Everything was one time, and then you assemble it?
I think it was technically it was about two different jobs.
Okay.
Because with my printer setup, because basically there's two sets of clubs. Now, where you're looking at it right now, there's like because like that's all obviously joined together. Now there's two caps that are separate pieces. That was a separate job all onto itself.
Mm-hmm.
Once basically like one baton was two separate pieces. Okay, so like if you're looking at the image right now, the section on the right, those are two separate those are two separate items printed on the same job. Okay. So basically you had silver, red, silver, and then the other red part is actually kind of pegged in. There's like a square peg that goes into a joint. So yeah, so the two batons are basically, they're technically three pieces each, but done on, because I have two printers now, so yeah, I got that flex now. So
subtle flex.
Yeah, flex. Right there.
I love that.
The H2S, the nice oversized printer, and that thing, it prints so quietly. I don't even need any noise canceling. You can't even hear it. It's running full steam right now. Because I'm actually printing, because the nerd in me had to celebrate Back to the Future in some shape or form.
Oh wait. Hold on, hang on. I somehow muted you. What just happened? Talk now.
Silenced.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. So you're saying that the nerd in you had to do something Back to the Future?
Yeah, I'm printing the train from Back to the Future 3 from at the end. Yeah. I have a bunch of the parts right here, and yeah. Let's see if So yeah, I'm printing the parts right now. So hopefully it'd be done in a couple days. So yeah. Yeah, I'm loving this thing. This thing's amazing. I did get some additional units, so now I can do up to 8 colors on one print job if I need to. Technically 12 if I take one from the other printer.
Wait, say that again? You can do how many colors in one print?
Right now with this current setup, I can do 8 colors on one print job without having to do anything to the printer.
Holy shit.
So no stopping. Yeah. And the other printer has the other AMS unit, which does 4. I could technically disconnect that one, bring it over here, and then I have 12 colors.
God damn.
So I can do a lot of more complex stuff right now.
Wait, so right now, from this image that we see on screen,
yes.
You have the one print. Which printer is that you got?
I have a trash can right now, but I have the Bamboo Labs H2S.
Okay.
And I have 2 of the AMS units. Now, usually these units run... Now, that's the new version. They usually run about $370.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually on sale for $100 off.
Wow.
Plus, when you bought more than one, you got an extra, I think, 10 or 15% off of it. Even so, so those 2 units you normally would have cost someone around $700 and change.
Mm-hmm.
Got them for $500.
Wow.
But these are made stronger with more ceramic parts, so the plastic filament won't cause grooves or wear and tear like the original version will. And also they're built in with a heater. Not a typical here, but those who are into 3D printing, your filament can dry out at times, or there might be too much humidity depending on where you live in the world. Well, there's a drying function in here that will get all that moisture out for better printing results.
Wow.
So yeah,
I'm getting closer.
You need... What did I show you on Instagram? You need a printer, so then you can put all your gear.
Yeah.
Organize all your gimbals, all your accessories. Come on.
Is that a file you found, or did you make that?
No, this is a file I found.
Wow.
So, and I just customized the color because I love the color green.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then I see a Stay
I'm
Puff
just looking for the right screws in here, though. What?
I see a Stay Puff on the ground. Is that 3D print too?
Oh no, this is Spirit from a couple years ago.
Really, Spirit made that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And like when we're doing events where it might be too cold or we don't want to bring the plush ones, because my wife has several of the plush ones. This is a heavy duty plastic one we got on actually, after Halloween.
Nice.
So he had the 50% off, and then there was a coupon. So he's been put through his paces, though.
Nice.
I mean, this would be a good. Hell, I could put him right next to the Mondo figures. There's an idea. So,
I don't know if you saw the chat, but people were saying, well, one, Dada wanted to see the train parts you have, but you showed that. But the idea they had was to put the train going around a Christmas tree.
People have done that, and technically, was it? I want to say mid to late 90s. There was a train set with the car and the locomotive that goes over into Shonash Ravine or Eastwood Ravine, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
So there were train sets, but some people have done that. Like I've seen people take like a Hot Wheels car, rig it up so that it can go. There's a lot of I'm not just printing the train. There's files for a track, so you can actually sit the train on a track. It has the Back to the Future 3 logo and everything like that. So it's going to be the locomotive, its rear caboose, which is where most of the time circuit parts are. But this is like I was apprehensive about doing it. I was like, do I want to try this? I'm probably going to mess it up. But then, lo and behold, I've been modeling this for the past 2 weeks. Yesterday, Mrs. Dimension's like, oh, I'm sending you something. I look in my phone, and she sent me the link to Maker World for said train. I was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. She's like, oh, when are you going to do this? I said, no, I since you sent me the link, I already downloaded it. It's sliced. It's starting to print the parts right now.
Wow.
So,
Our
Yeah.
our boy Dean over there, Geek Strong, he mentioned how the Stay Puft there you showed would go great with his HasLab. I know you have the HasLab on the way. Did you get it already, or do you still have the pending shipping? Like,
well, they've only shipped out the regular Ecto one. So anyone who got the deluxe like I did, it's not out there yet. No one's received any notifications. They're shipping just the regular Ectos out there. However,
I need a news like button, like a breaking news.
However, I was just watching a very fun and entertaining unbox video from a channel called Needless Things.
Mm-hmm.
He has the regular Ecto one. It's like a 51-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're itching to see the quality, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's called Needless Things. That's his channel. The guy has about 4.22 thousand subs. And it's just a very detailed look at it, because with the regular Ecto one, you just get Lewis, you get Slimer, and you get the Library Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But the regular Ecto one, it looks really good. It really does. And to see the lights going with the siren at the same time, you got the strobes on the front grill. It looks great. Just at first glance, on watching someone else's video, it looks really good. So if there's anyone who's itching to see it, that's the channel right there. I mean, come on. You thought you had FOMO at NYCC? I saw that video.
Shut up, Dave. I'm done. I'm done.
And then he mutes me.
Yeah. End stream. Take my ball and run.
I mean, are you going to be Aaron Schonke now? No, I'm kidding. Ooh.
I see you in the chat, Dave. I watched the clips, and then on his thing scrolling, I'm like, oh, there's Dave.
No, but I mean, I will say this: there are going to be a few people who are going to be tempted to paint the underside of the card, just to give it a little bit of extra.
Yeah,
that little bit of pizzazz. I mean, you're going to get several sets of decals. You get full instructions on how to assemble everything. He does point out a very good thing. The antenna on there, because you have two antennas. Apparently, you're supposed to kind of bend them and connect them in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I would be all kinds of nervous. And the guy in the video, he's definitely a little bit of nervous there too. And he does some comparisons. Now, the Ectos you saw behind me, those are the Playmobiles.
Oh, okay.
The ones I have on my shelf here with the Playmobil Firehouse, which I have been slowly 3D printing mods for it, because I'm that freaky nerd now. So, when I got the Playmobil Ecto ones, which you can still get the 1 and the 1A, you just have to look around for them.
Mm-hmm.
I actually took them apart, and I painted the rear and the front bumpers and grills with silver spray paint, like Rust-Oleum. I did some taping in certain spots, and I just, I hit it up to make it look a little bit more metallic than just the basic gray plastic we usually get. I mean, take a look at how clean those lights look on the light bars.
Yeah.
I mean, the strobes, the engine looks good. I might be tempted to do a little bit of painting inside the engine, maybe.
At the moment, are there
tempting.
Are there any like 3D print files to go along with this?
For the HasLab, no.
Okay.
I don't expect there to be, not for several months, because you're waiting for someone who is a 3D printer and someone who does designing files.
Right.
Okay. Plus, you have to find the need to, okay, what do I need to do to improve this?
That was gonna be my question. Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing. I mean, the stands for light bars look great. I mean, most of this looks great. The only thing I could potentially see is, excuse me, is like here's one thing. I'm curious if anyone bought 3 of these, which would, and hypothetically would be one to have is Ecto 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically you could even go 4. 1 for 1, one for 1A, and maybe buy 2 of the regular ectos to do as Afterlife. Rust the hell out of it, corrode it, maybe take a little Dremel, do some scraping to give it rust pieces.
Don't do it.
And then someone to put those friggin' red racing stripes on the front of the car to make it look like Frozen Empire.
Don't do it. You know why I'm saying don't do it? Do you remember?
Why?
So everybody went crazy retrofitting the Afterlife pack to be 84, and you saw what happened. And Louis mentioned at Comic-Con, we asked Emily, hey, does it, based on what you've been doing?
And I remember there was talks about different iterations.
Exactly. Those exact versions you mentioned. So you might as well, if you're going to do any kind of retrofit to make this Afterlife or Frozen Empire, I would make sure it's something you can reverse. Not
for those listening,
permanent.
I feel targeted by his words because I was one of those freaks who took their Afterlife pack and modded it into a Frozen Empire.
But knowing what you know now, would you still do it or no? Or would you have done it or no?
Now, I'm someone who loves weathering. I love weathering on a pack.
Right.
And let's be honest, Afterlife packs were very weathered. However, what have I taught you, Archer?
You're never done with your pack.
You're never done with your pack.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and plus, honestly, when mine was a stock Afterlife, it didn't stay stock for long.
Right.
Because I was going through Etsy, I was buying parts here and there, like the sleeve that goes on the one hose that connects onto the cyclotron. I replaced that yellowish, looked like somebody's grandmother's snot rag that was wrapped around it. I was like, no. So I went with the hazard stripe. I know some people think the caution hazard striping is, it's like Ghostbusters puke.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are not fans of it. I love it. I love hazard tape on everything. So
yeah,
I replaced the ribbon cable because it looked too dingy, and I got more of what looks like more of an RG or 84 type cable. Put it on there. It was a learning experience, but that's also another thing is the constant tinkering, because you're going to come across someone who has an interest in doing something, and you're like, hey, well, I've already done that. I kind of had a few issues. These were my issues. Please try to avoid my mistakes. This is going to be the best way for you to go to approach it. I mean, I did the Moby Signs decals to make the lenses a little bit more weathered. I will say this. Look at how rich and solid black the 84 pack looked at GB Day. Then take a look at the Afterlife pack. Night and day, and they realized, yeah, we should have kept this looking a little bit more darker than gray, because that was just dark gray plastic. Yeah. I mean, I was just talking to a friend of mine today who has the 84 pre-ordered. Yet he reached out to somebody because he would like to have a new pack built. So that may be something that I am doing very soon. I may be 3D printing a full-on pack for him. I'm going to ship out, just printing the parts for him. So I got to do a full budget to see what the cost would be for materials. But, there's people who are like, even though there's an 84 pack, there's still going to be people who are 3D printing or going the Ben and Kent route, or, having someone pre-build it. But I mean, in this day and age where you can get a HalloweenCostume.com Proton pack, you can get a Spirit Proton pack, although I think you'd probably be better off going with the Halloween Costumes pack, possibly, from what I've looked at. Or, it honestly, by the time you're done with 3D printing and getting your electronics, you might save a few bucks doing the Spirit or the Halloween Collectibles route, possibly. The thing is, I think Halloween Collectibles beats it because you get an Alice frame and straps.
Yeah. Actually, let's answer a couple questions, because we have somebody who actually has the HasLab in hand. The one, the only, Tony in the house. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good.
Hey, Tony.
How art
Yeah.
thou?
Are
Good,
you
can
going to
you hear
stop
me?
stealing points from me this time?
Oh, like you 2 points?
No, what Tony, weren't you on that stream? Was it last night or the night before?
Yes, I was.
Oh wait, Tony, I think your headset mic is on. Yep. Because as you touch it, then I hear it.
Yeah, Archie,
Let's do this
you
then.
saw us playing that game.
Yes.
Tony kept stealing my points.
I did want to join in, but I was like doing chores while I was like trying to like, so I was like, I'm just gonna watch you guys play.
What century are you from? I gotta do my chores. Paul said I gotta do my chores before I can do anything else. No, I'm kidding.
So Tony, I hear you are one of the lucky few to ever. Oh wait, are you frozen? You might be frozen.
I am.
I hear you.
Weird.
Frozen Empire. There you go.
Tony is Frozen Empire.
Baraka got him. Hey, at least he looks good frozen. Like he's got that. You know, he could have had like.
I don't know what's going
That's
on.
true.
Look.
That's true.
Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. It's funny. Yeah, he could have been.
It's a photogenic frozen look. I mean that's a good thumbnail right there. You know, it's just jeez. You know, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's. You know,
Oh, wait, here we go.
I mean, had I saw a full scale spear, I probably would have grabbed one on the day after Halloween, but
Yeah.
there was none. So,
Yeah.
c'est la vie.
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho.
There you go. Are you good? You hear us?
I can hear you guys.
And you're
Can you hear
moving.
me?
Oh yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
I have
Actually,
no idea what happened there.
Rob was saying that I can use that as the thumbnail. That's what I'll do.
Oh dear God, no.
So
Don't do that.
you are one of the lucky few. You have received it. How you feeling?
Amazing, actually. I love it. Like it looks amazing. I can grab it if you want.
You already unboxed it.
Yeah, it's right behind me up.
Oh, that's it up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's already got the Ecto. There
Is
you
he
go.
ready? Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Jealous.
I don't have the batteries in it. I hooked it up with like a
USB?
Yeah, the USB. It looked
Oh, no way.
amazing. Yeah,
Very
you know what
nice. Very, very nice.
Exciting.
Very nice PJs too.
It looks like he's also painting something.
Hey. There you go.
Definitely was. Thank you.
Elbows up.
The show is your. Oh, you got. Now I see the spray cans right there. Love it.
Yep.
Hey, Rust-Oleum's the way to go, man.
I honestly, I love
swear
it.
by Rust-Oleum.
Like, I do layers of Rust-Oleum and then airbrush. So
Wow.
That's what I'm hoping Santa brings me for Christmas is a nice little airbrush kit.
Woo!
Look at that sexy, sexy caddy.
Man. That is sweet. That is sweet. And all right,
So
what stickers did you have to put on? Is it just the side door Ghostbuster logo or
like all of them. Like it comes
Really?
license
bare.
plates.
Yeah, it comes bare.
Hmm,
Like it's a little. I was a little shocked at how many stickers I had to put on.
really?
Naked.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would make me
Like-
nervous.
It
Yeah, that-
made me extremely nervous.
Yeah, Needless on his stream, he showed, or not the stream, but the video, he showed the sticker sheets.
Hmm.
There's an instruction booklet and like it shows you the placement for everything.
Mhm.
See, my concern is I do have one concern. The rad dome, the radar dome on there.
Hmm.
It
Yep.
looks like the arm is the pole for it looks really like I'm worried about how flimsy it is.
Does
The
it feel?
radar dish? Not at all.
No,
It feels honestly.
not the dish, but the rad dome, the white and red stripe.
Yeah. Yeah. He has
Oh,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah, I'm worried about like, is that strong or does it feel flimsy?
No, it's strong. Like it's
Okay.
like it's solid. Like it comes off in like one piece.
Okay,
Kind of thing. But like
because
like I could snap it.
because the
if I-
plasma series Ecto that they had recently,
Hmm.
that thing will break off like nobody's business. It was not that strong, so that was my concern.
Yeah. No,
I'm
no.
glad
This
that
is
that's
way stronger
reinforced.
than that.
Did you have to put those red stripes on it, or it came with the red stripes on it?
Came with the red stripes on it, but
Oh,
then there's on the bottom on this side. I don't know if you can see.
Mhm.
I'll try and get close.
Yep.
There's like a
Yeah.
little label at the very bottom.
Oh, so you had to
is-
put the label on?
Yeah.
Oh,
All the
God.
little
Really?
details. Yeah.
All
like
those
it
small
was-
I
ones
mean,
too.
they could have left.
Yeah.
They could have done that, but I mean,
Oh.
Like all the ones, even the ones on like the sniffer and everything. Like I didn't put those on right, but yeah. I
Anthony
gave up when it came.
Anthony is going to freaking kill somebody trying to get those things to be perfect. That's not going to work out very well for him.
tweezers, my friend, tweezers. Get some very fine tweezers from Hobby Lobby at least,
I
or
was
something a
using-
little bit nicer.
They give you a little. I don't even know what to call it. It was like a little white assister thing. With the actual Ecto, which was nice to try and get the stickers off. They
Mhm.
came with a really fine
Mhm.
edge, but does not help putting it on at all.
Now, I got a question. In the instructions, do they say anything about removing said labels?
Yeah.
Oh, they come off really easily.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, like they're vinyl stickers,
So-
right? So they. Sorry, go on.
I was going to ask, like, is it like, so it's not like a straight up adhesive, like a traditional sticker. It's something like, do you have to heat anything, or does it just like, if you took something to slide underneath and just kind of peel it off?
Yeah, basically, if you stick it underneath and kind of peel it off, it comes. I'd say, not like a sticker backing to them,
Mhm.
but there
Okay.
is like you almost picture
L-
almost
like
like
almost like a rubber, almost like a rubbery kind of
picture a cross between a sticker and like the window clings that like you can rub onto a window or whatever, kind of like that. But like you can peel those off and
Okay.
restick them, but a little flimsier. If that
probably
makes sense.
only so many times. It'll probably start to wear down after a while, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Like
Did they give you
for
extras?
those of us who only got one Ecto, I'm going to be flipping between 1A and 1 a couple times until it's.
I'm curious to see what happens with the 1A and the like regular Ecto. Because like for mine, I got one sticker sheet with like a bunch of extra stickers. Like all the labels come with like extra labels, if that makes sense. Like
Oh,
even the
nice.
no
Yes.
ghost,
Yep.
the no ghost symbol, I have like I believe 6 or 8 no
wow.
ghost labels. Yeah, so it
Okay.
comes with like a lot of no ghosts. I don't know about the 1A though. I'm curious to see if they give you like a whole other sheet or if they're gonna split that kind of thing.
I want to say that they're probably going to have just as many.
I would assume so.
Like,
I mean,
like
I think you
probably,
would need-
You're
I
probably
think
going
you
to have
need
a
more.
sheet for 1A and a sheet for 1. That way,
Yeah,
you
that-
like your sheet probably would make sense stock wise.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, just make one version of the sheet,
Yeah.
and then everybody
Yep.
gets that, versus having to make
And-
two versions.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if they have extras. Wink, wink. Because remember, going back HasLab wise, the Afterlife pack, when it first came out, some people were having some issues with the hoses, so they actually had it where if you sent like your serial number or the registered number of it, you sent it in, and they saw that your account that you had actually purchased one, they sent you an extra hose. So I'm thinking that
Yes.
they might have something similar where, depending on quality of shipping, what if there was water that seeped into the package, water damage or some other issues that might have like, maybe it was a bad print quality, and you send them a picture of it like, oh, here, we're going to send you a replacement sheet or something like that. Because you got to have some kind of CE. You got to have some kind of customer experience level of accountability and ownership. At least I would like to think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So Tony, do you feel any kind of like I missed out by not getting the deluxe, or do you feel good with what you got there with the just the one?
Well, I have both. Like I have another one coming. Right?
Oh, you do?
So
Oh, okay. There you
yeah. Sorry.
go. Nice.
Yeah.
That's
so
right. Yeah, you
I-
did say that. I'm sorry.
Flex.
One was a gift. One was a gift.
One's
So,
a gift
like,
for
if
me.
I
One's a
just got-
gift for yeah. There you go.
If I just got this one, I'd feel like I was missing out.
Okay.
So like I'm glad I got them both. But at the
Mhm.
same time, if I got like the deluxe edition and only the deluxe edition, I think I'd be okay.
So I guess the question to both of you, and then I'll let you go first, Tony. If you only got one, what do you show off? Like, what's the display? That was Geek
my
Strong's
heart-
question.
In my heart, I'd have to say the Ecto One, like the regular, like
Mhm.
original.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if I was looking for just the lights, I would say go for the 1A, just because it's like a Christmas tree, right?
Right, right. Well, Dave,
Now,
what are you gonna do?
well, see that's the real question. One, I'm sure the lights with just the Ecto One look amazing based on what I've seen in video, how I've heard people describe them. Looks amazing. However, I have yet to see the lights for Ecto 1A in person. If those lights make it look even more majestic, it might be better to have 1A. Plus, there's the argument I will have the Ghostbusters 2 figures. To not have those with the 1A seems counterintuitive, you know? However, just to make things a little bit more nerdier, those who ever played Ghostbusters the video game or video game remastered, what if you did a little bit of both of Best Worlds or Best of Both Worlds, where you have just a regular GB Moogly on the door, but then you have some of the decals of 1A to kind of marry them together.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to
What is
find some way to 3D print a Super Slammer to put on the roof then. But I mean, that there's a lot you can do. I'm curious about because I did not go in on the new sculpt of the tan khaki suits.
Oh, the
from
rooftop showdown.
the rooftop ones, because I have the khaki, the original ones that came out,
Right.
so it's like, but what if, and this is friggin', Hail Mary pass, what if like people really aren't buying those and somehow they wind up in the outlet warehouse sale or something, and then you get them at a cheaper price? So I might play the long game, but then you have a new set of plasma figures to go with your one. So I mean, ultimately, I think I might be going with 1A. And I see Dino 1A for me with the custom Bobby Brown.
Yes.
It's doable, with the right kind of sculpt. You can get the little,
Yep. What are you gonna say,
Yeah.
Tony?
Well, if the new sculpts, like the rooftop showdown, has the same coloring as the Lewis Tully does with that came with the Ecto One,
Mm.
then I would love it, and I'd switch my originals out for that any day of the week.
Oh,
Now,
really?
I have them on order, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a question for you, Tony.
Yep.
Have you compared the GB1 Plasma Series figures, the suit, to Lewis's? Does Lewis look more tan? And because I like the
Oh.
original ones, they look kind of pale to me in a certain sense. Like they
Yes,
don't look like a
100%.
true khaki.
No, they're
Okay.
not. They're extremely pale. Even the slime heroes or whatever they were called, they're paler than the Lewis Tully one. For whatever reason. But like even like the Lewis Tully's elbow pads actually look corrected. Even.
Oh.
Like they're not. Yeah, like they look.
Speaking of slime figures,
Yeah.
just happen to have Ray right here, still in box.
You guys just gave me an idea.
Uh-oh.
No,
Archer
right?
has ideas.
Somebody can just somehow come up with a 3D print for the doors. And that way, I mean, the windows won't be there and the color white might be a little off, but maybe there's a way you can swap the doors, and that way you don't got to keep swapping stickers.
I would honestly
People
love
talked
that.
about that before, about possibly swapping the doors, because there was questions on how is
To me,
how are
that's
you
how
gonna
it should have
switch
been. It should have been like that out of the gate. Like you guys, instead
Like-
of getting sticker sheets, you should have just got the ability to swap a door.
Yes.
well, like, I mean, if you have the checkered striping,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, so I remember when people like, oh, they're going to do an Ecto. How are they going to do Ecto 1A? I mean, is it going to be like, are you going to have like complete swappable panels, like Defenders?
Yeah.
Like completely swap the length of the car? People are like wondering, like, how the hell are they going to do that? But I mean, as long as it's not like an adhesive, doesn't have any kind of a sticky residue, like Tony said, it's going to be more like window clings. I mean, I think that sounds pretty good actually in the grand scheme of things. You could, but what I would probably suggest is, like once you put your decals on your Ecto, take the remaining decals. Don't just put them in a Ziploc bag, but like if you can get like one of those little, like storage bags that you can vacuum seal to get all the air and all everything out of it, just to keep it nice and flat and sealed, or some kind of sealed sealed container or envelope of some kind. Because I mean, if you want those to last, and I could see people potentially, those who have multiples, Tony, coming, is that something where maybe like, hey, well, I'm happy with how my Ectos look. Maybe I will see if there's an interest on secondary markets. Just like we already know that there's people who are planning to flip the figures.
Right.
We already know that. We know that's a done deal. One thing I liked about Needless on his video, he pointed out how bodacious and amazing Slimer's butt looked. But hey, it's cool to see those extra kind of details. I would love to see and how translucent he is. I think that's something pretty big.
Wait, Tony, do you have it next to you?
I don't. It's not. It's down. I can go grab it if you want, but like he's not translucent at all. I wish he was.
He isn't. Okay.
No, not at all. Like, he's a solid.
Needless
figure.
was saying that he was translucent, so I guess maybe it was from his perspective. Maybe I don't know.
Like I know the library ghost is translucent.
Maybe that's what you're thinking of, Dave. Because I remember when I saw it in person, I didn't think he was translucent.
Yeah, no, like he's a solid figure.
I would love to take like some LED to try and see if you can put it like under her feet to kind of make her body glow in some kind of shape or form, Well,
she's fully hollow under, basically from the waist down.
Okay, so you could probably maybe fine drill into the back, maybe insert a little LED light or something, maybe.
Well, she's fully hollow kind of thing. Because she has a stand that you put up her kind of thing.
Is she posable at all, or just completely?
No, she's posable. She's fully posable.
Okay.
Head turns, head looks up and down, arms move. Like
I got a question for you. Did you ever have the family that busts together the ghost, the purple Egon? Is she an improvement from that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because she's semi-painted as well, if that makes sense. So it hides a lot of the connection points, where with Egon it didn't hide them. It was very obvious. I think they learned from that.
Okay, good, great. That's a concern, definitely.
I like this idea from Geek Strong. One side is Ecto, the other side is Ecto 1A, and then you just swap the roof depending on which way it's displayed.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think we're going to get some interesting choices from a lot of people. I already know that Moby Signs, he's going to be working on decals. He usually works with your regular adhesive type stickers. So I wonder if he's going to try to experiment with that window cling style, because I think that could open up a market for him. But the thing is, like he does decals for packs and other things. Like I think he's done I could be mistaken. I think he might have done a set for the Kenner Ecto one, but they were just regular decals. But I mean, if you go with something that's reusable, I don't know if that's going to be, because he does some sets for actual cars. Like if you put a roof rack on your car, something like that, you don't want to. There's the damn camera, guys. There we go. Come on, go back. Go back. Come on. My camera does this every now and again.
Wait, Tony, you're about to say something?
There you go. There you go.
Well, I was going to say that he does do the car decals kind of thing. So if they're roughly the same material, I don't know how I'm ordering a set to compare that, because I was talking with him about doing doing sets for the Ecto, because I was like even doing the red stripes kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see that window cling style for like practical uses for vehicles though, like regular, 1-to-1, because I can see wind and other elements having an effect on them. It would probably have a nice smoother effect to it, but I'm curious to see what he comes up with, because I would love to see him do Because technically, I know that the license plates are stickers. I know that for a fact. It feels like they kind of missed, like they could have done something plastic, like a plastic license plate that was interchangeable for
Even
either of
magnetic.
them.
Wait, Tony,
Yeah.
the license plate,
Yep.
it's also a removable sticker of the 1 to 1A.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Like,
Okay.
here.
And it would have been a fun Easter egg if they went with Ecto 2
Mm.
because there was that one scene where you have Ecto 2 because I have the license plates from 84. I have Ecto 1 in the white. I have Ecto 1A and I have the Afterlife Ecto 1. I have those
Nice.
license plates on my wall actually.
Oh yeah, we
So,
just
like,
pulled that whole bumper
yeah.
off. Wow.
Like, what was I gonna say? I have one of the corners peeled up. That comes like right off.
Oh wow.
Nice and clean. Buttery
Super clean. There's
smooth.
no residue, no nothing. And then
You don't have to
that'll-
break out the Goo Gone.
right? That's what I was scared of, truthfully,
Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
they said.
Why does the bumper remove? Oh, does the bumper remove for the 1A? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Oh.
it removes from the 1A
Okay.
because it's a red bumper and it's a completely different design.
Yeah,
for it.
and it's the rear bumper, not the front bumper, though.
Interesting.
And then it goes right back on.
Yeah.
Which goes to show you, if you get a 1A or if you get a regular Ecto 1 and somebody's selling an upgrade kit, you can just simply do that with that one.
Yeah.
So if someone feels a little bit butthurt, like, hey, I missed out, I should have got the deluxe instead, but someone's selling an extra kit online, like eBay, you could just go ahead, hey, I can just buy those parts, or if I can get some extra parts off this person or that person, I can do that conversion then.
So the I guess last question I have, the roof rack comes off clean. So
Yes.
this is gonna be a stupid question. The roof part is connected to the roof rack, or is it like two different things? Like, so when you yeah,
I'll show you. One sec. I just gotta detach.
does that question like make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. I'm breaking things.
Now,
Please don't.
does it
Right.
detach? The roof just comes right off, kind of like okay, like a
So, like,
Playmobil.
Yeah, very much
The
so.
Playmobil roof racks came off similar.
So you could
And then on the
have
inside,
just
it's
you could have
you
like
go.
the one car on display technically, and then just swap the roofs back and forth, no issue.
Oh yeah, in my mind, it would be fairly like there is a little bit of a hassle to it, if that makes sense, but it's fairly simple.
You can have an image of like Winston and Ray working on the Ecto 1, converting it to the Ecto 1A.
Oh, there you go. That kind of lines up with what Geekstrong was saying. And Goodnight Dino, Goodnight Ultra, where it's half the car is 1, half the car is 1A, but that's the display situation. Is they're like working on it, quote unquote.
I do wish the ladder stayed on better. But
That's
other
usually
than that-
the problem with some of the Ectos over the years is the ladder getting it. Unless what are you gonna do? You gotta throw it on the other side.
well,
Don't.
like honestly though, like I wish I could at sometimes.
I wonder how posable a figure would be like if you wanted to have someone hanging onto the rack, onto a ladder in like an action
Spaced-
pose.
It's spaced properly.
Oh, it is. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
like it's. I'm just wondering if I
See,
one...
Tony, you once I get mine, you and I can recreate that. Archer can just watch us.
Right?
What a
we can
jerk.
play. We can play.
Love you, man. Love you.
The one thing that I do wish though is that they made the windows
Like rollable.
yeah, at least
Yeah.
or it like comes off kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Because like
I mean, you could
they're
even have like a little
black.
slider mechanism to make it go up. You don't need like a rolling mechanism. You can just like a little slide tab
a
to make
way
it
or
go up and
anything.
down.
Yeah, like anything,
Yeah.
just to have like one window open, so like I can like set it up so people are sitting in it, and you can like kind of reaching out the window.
Okay,
Like, hey,
I'm
let's run
putting
some red
this
lights,
out
kind of thing.
into the universe. Any nerds, CIA representatives, anyone out there who's watching or listening, someone's gonna do. They're gonna get because there are scanners. There are 3D printing scanners you can get. Come up with the perfect scale for the door. Make that little add-on to replace the doors, so you can have the windows going up and down. At least on the driver, the front seat windows.
Yeah.
For the driver and passenger, because that would be cool. Like, could you imagine like having like Ray's elbow sticking out the window or something like that? Egon's maybe in the other one, with the PKE extended out like he's scanning. It'd be great.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I appreciate you guys throwing it in my face that I didn't get one, but it's fine. I'm gonna live vicariously through both of you guys. But like I said, I'm happy that everybody got it. I still, ultimately, I wouldn't know what to do with it right now, based on how I'm like redoing the setup downstairs and up here. So
The perfect timing for it. Then I just gotta buy one secondhand.
yeah, I think honestly, I do think at some point I will have it in my possession. I think it will happen. Yeah,
It's like Wayne's World. Oh yes, it will be mine.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be mine.
Even if I ended up if they do a Frozen Empire one, I would I'd be okay with it.
My fear would be Mondo doing a real Ghostbusters Ecto.
Dude,
Then I'm really screwed.
I came close. I came close to pulling the Mondo trigger the other day, and I had to stop myself.
On Ghostbusters or
yeah. Oh yeah, not the Batman. Not the Batman.
By the way, I had some QC issues.
You did
with my Egon.
Oh,
and with Egon and Boogeyman, my PKE meter was slightly messed up, and also one of because Boogeyman comes with swappable heads. One of the heads was missing the ring where the neck part would port into. So I sent them pictures, and in about a week and a half, they sent me replacements.
Oh, nice.
They sent me a brand new PKE meter. Works perfectly. I mean, what I mean works perfectly is, the antennas will move around. The one was like almost like halfway out of its frame. And it, condenses. I mean, so they were really great with that. So I have an extra Boogeyman head. And I'm working on a little project of possibly having it where maybe his head is popping out of a ghost strap. So
yeah,
stay tuned. But yeah, they were really fast, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, it's messed up. Well, sure, we're gonna send you out replacements."
Those are those moments where it's like I can't bash a company if they have good customer service. Like
they have great customer service.
Honestly, NECA, like for as much as I do want to bash them, I hold myself back because I opened up the they sold a Kino box set. Came in a pizza box. Came with a whole bunch of like Kino with the Vespa. It came with this employee of the month thing, and
the T-shirt and everything.
The T-shirt, and mine was missing. I think the magnet or the keychain, and I just like emailed them, and I was like, "Hey, this is just an offshoot. If you can do it, great. If not, whatever." I was like, "Mine just didn't come with it," and they literally sent it over.
That's like the one nightmare I had with NECA was Kino's arm broke off.
Oh yeah, my tattoo arm.
So with a little bit of glue, I put it back in, but now he's not really as posable as he once was. But I mean, how often do I really pose him?
Exactly.
Have him on the shelves back there, but I mean, for the price, Mondo. I mean, let's be honest. For the prices, Mondo should be Johnny on the spot, and they definitely are. I mean, just the quality of the packaging, is insane. I mean, and when you get them in hand, they're just what, huh? What? Hold on 1 second.
Actually, I've asked you this like 30 times. Tony, did you buy the Mondos or no?
No, I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to get at least a couple of them secondhand.
Mhm.
Or not secondhand, but like second market.
Right.
We're trying. It's the price of them that
It's tough.
is holding me back.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
I couldn't afford both Ectos and then the Mondo figures at the same time.
Wait, is there a breaking news thing happening right now?
Oh, I'm gonna have an Ecto soon.
Ooh.
Wait, you got a notification?
FedEx notification, not even an email from Hasbro. That's a FedEx notification,
That's good.
and it is from Hasbro FedEx Logistics.
On the deluxe.
Woo!
There you go.
On Tuesday.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So
Merry
Tony,
frickin' Christmas early to me.
yours is on the way. It should be. You should be getting that email.
Yeah.
now.
It's
Should
gonna.
be.
Well,
I was on the phone with them.
I
earlier
gotta
today.
see if I have personal time so I can reserve, because you have to sign for those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I probably will do is I'm going to see if I can request a block of hours off that day, so I will be able to sign for it. But
Now,
booyah!
are your FedEx delivery people as bad as ours in Canada here?
They
Basically,
can
my
they can be.
Well, I mean, hypothetically, what I can do is I can put a request into FedEx to see if they will, because I've done this with my Afterlife Proton Pack. I had them actually hold it at the local. There's like local FedEx centers. Like basically, it's like a Walgreens nearby from my house, so they can deliver it there. And then like afterwards, I can go there and pick it up. So I can see if I can put in a request for that. If they're not able to do that, then I will go with my plan B.
That's fair. That's fair. I know for mine, they told me one day, and then literally at 10 o'clock at night, they're like, "Oh, sorry, we messed up. It'll be here tomorrow." And I was like,
Maybe
"Okay,
I need to schedule a live for next Tuesday.
There you go.
get it actually.
There you go.
Do it.
And then
Well-
and then if the live is canceled, you know I didn't get it.
There, exactly.
There's some logistical issue.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, fellas, I appreciate you both being on. This is a great Thanksgiving episode of just us being family, talking about the things that we love. So I definitely appreciate that. Appreciate all of you in the chat as well. Before we leave, Dave, anything you want to plug? Obviously, apparently maybe a stream
right
next
now.
Tuesday.
I have nothing right now, but I am working on something. It was a request by a video game streamer who's a good friend of mine, who actually was asking about platforms like Ecamm, StreamYard. So last time I did videos on those was back in 22, 23. So I'm going to revisit that to see which ones are the best bang for your buck and which ones are best affordable right now. So I'm going to be kind of revisiting some of these streaming aspects.
Love that.
Because some of the ones that were the best deals aren't exactly the best deals anymore.
True.
In some cases.
True.
Depending on your use case. So that's what I have coming through the pipeline. I'm probably going to be working on that. Probably going to be this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be working on those on and off and probably have those videos coming out the end of the next week. Because I'm going to try and do the method where you have the video uploaded, but you don't actually have it premiering for a number of days to help with the tags getting seeded into the algorithm. So I'm gonna, do a little experiment and see if that helps.
There you go.
So we'll see.
There you go. Tony, anything you want to plug before we wrap today's episode?
Basically, just Generation X-Wing podcast. I know right now they're interviewing someone from, I believe, Afterlife. It might have been Frozen Empire, though, that worked on the film.
Wait, that was tonight?
Yeah, it's on. They're live right now.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
No, sorry at all. You're good. And then obviously
they just won live 4 minutes ago, looks like.
Yeah, they just started.
Oh, yeah.
And then North Ontario Ghostbusters is where you can find me anytime on Facebook or online, anywhere.
Love that. I just put the link to that Gen X-Wing podcast in the comment section, so you guys can check that out. And I wish YouTube was similar to Twitch, where I can do a raid and just like move us over there. So maybe in the future we can do that. But like I said, I appreciate both of you for always supporting, always stopping by. You both answered the bat signal whenever I put the bat signal up, and
and don't forget to get your Nerd affiliated merchandise,
There you
guys.
go.
Help support them.
Nerdaffiliated.com.
Keep them out of jail.
Hopefully we don't end up back in YouTube jail. Hopefully that's not a thing anymore.
And then there's the OnlyFigs page.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony, you were saying something?
Pretty good.
Hey Archer Live, usually every Thursday, 8:15ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. But again, because of Thanksgiving, we did a little revision. But we'll be back next Thursday. Like I said, whether you celebrate Thanksgiving, Indigenous Peoples Day, or just nothing at all, I hope that you can at least get some time this week to just kind of chill out, sit down, and enjoy the breeze. That's all you can do. But per usual, Stranger Things tomorrow. Make sure you guys check out Stranger Things tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video if I can find my buttons. Peace. We're out of here.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Yeah, come on, push a button. Push a goddamn button.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.